he should be able to get the hatchery itself. I'm hoping. There are some forces coming up, but no, the hatchery is going to go down. Go down like so many, well, I don't know what I can say on YouTube. Go down like something, and it involves cheerleaders and prom night. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, if you don't get the idea, you really should. And if you don't, you're probably too young, and I'm not going to explain it. But okay, so we've got a bunkered up main. Bunkers are really good at holding lurkers back. Lurkers will eventually take the bunker out, and oh, here comes another drop on another hatchery. So he is going to be punishing this, and oh, that was really smart. What he did there, in case he's counting on the fact that 815 had his attention elsewhere and didn't notice that the dropship flew over and then went away. So he's going to wait until the hatchery actually finishes and then move in on it. That way he forces them to lose their money. And here comes some Zerglings. Zerglings are not going to be all that great. Zergling death. Actually, no, the dropship must have picked some of them up. I was going to say, all of a sudden, all the forces went away. Zerglings, a lot of Zerglings did die, but some of them survived. They did survive. As long as I've got Terran and medics, I can stay alive. And is that another? Good lord, 815. 815 may actually lose because of this. I mean, right now it's a very imbalanced game. You know, Terran is down to 2 bases, 815 is all over the map, but he's not saturating his bases. He's just spending all of his time making more bases. If he can actually defend them and keep the Terran pinned down, you know, he's in a great position. But right now, he's just squandering money. He's just throwing it at bases, not saturating, not getting them back. It's just wasted investment. It has the potential to eventually be a good investment, but right now, there's nothing coming from it. So, that's no good, bueno. That's no bueno good. That's, yeah. I am not as polished as some of the commentators. I said this in a previous video. If you want to watch really good commentators, I emulate myself after them. Go to SC2GG and check out some of them. But they're not covering Pro League, so right now you're stuck with me. So we've got another we've got a pretty nice lurking container right outside. Classic is having a hard time moving out, but 815 is having a hard time moving in. But right now, if 815 can keep this up, 815 will be in the dominant position. What Classic has to do is go out there and punish those expansions. Keep them down, keep taking them out, you know, make 815 waste money continuously desaturating them. That is how you come back from this. Right now, because really, Classic, or 815's on 3 bases, Terran's on 2, that's not bad. But he's got more bases out there, and you gotta take those out. I mean, ideally, what you want to do is take out the, you know, actual production bases. If you can take out the main, that'll be great, but kinda hard to do. And that Overlord saw that dropship going over, so there's a lot of troops moving into this base right now. A lot of Zergies. And then they come there and say, "We see you!" And the dropship says, "Down." And here come... Okay, here come the Scourge, but there were Marines dropped off saying, "You're not gonna get me! I'm 10 tons of awesome." Actually, they're just saying we're Marines, we can hit the air, and Scourge can't hit the ground, so you are worthless against us. And so, okay, now it looks like Classic is starting to move out legitimately. He's going to come out here, he's going to start taking out the lurkers, he's going to uncontain himself. And this could be, ooh, yeah, this could be really, really bad for 815. Because remember, 815 has been spending a lot of money making those expansions and not a lot of money on his army. So if Classic can move out here and actually take out the lurkers and start pushing in on the cluster of main bases, 815 may not have the army he needs to actually take that out. We will have to see. And right now, 815 has to have his attention split, although so does Classic because he's being attacked on multiple fronts. And there's the lurkers. There's a lot of lurker blood out there on the field. A lot of lurker blood. So, the contain is broken. Classic is starting to move across the field. And if all 815 has is Hydralisks and Zerglings and a couple of lurkers, this is going to be a lot of trouble for him. And plus, the Marines... Ooh, wow. Either more Marines came in from the dropship, or he did a really good job of control. That, if he can manage to keep all, you know, like, I think I saw 7 of the 8 guys alive through 2 sunken colonies, that is some great micro. I would be extremely impressed. So, yep, there goes that expansion. That was purely wasted money for 815. and now he's got troops and guys sieging up at his front door. Although he's coming in from the back and starting to put pressure on Classic. So we've got a 2-front battle, really a 3-front battle, because there's still troops over at that, ruined expansion. So 815 is starting to come in, and oh, he might get the Spire. If he got the Spire, that would be huge. But it looks like he is falling back a little bit. He may be going back to his own. Or, actually, it looks like, looking at the orange on the map, it looks like 815 may be coming up because he sees the Spires in danger. Plus, he does have a Defiler's nest up, but that's the first time I've seen it, so he probably doesn't have Dark Swarm yet. Once he gets Dark Swarm, that will completely change the way this game will play. And right now, yeah, 815 is coming for a pincer attack, coming in from both sides, and it looks like this is probably going to clean it up. He just doesn't have enough troops to really sustain that. But meanwhile, his the little strike force of Marines is moving up towards the other expansion. So again, I said this before, the contain is completely broken, and now it looks like Classic is actually moving in and taking out some of 815's bases. So this may be, oh, those Zerglings are just running by those Marines. He's saying, I gotta save the base, and the Rangers are saying, you gotta save yourselves, buddy. We're standing right here. So pretty good job. That hatchery is in danger, but it looks like the Zerglings are going to get there in time and save that hatchery. And we have another force trying to take the map from the south. So Classic's doing a pretty good job of turning this around, and he is taking another expansion now. He needs to be careful though, because pretty soon Dark Swarm is going to hit the field, and Dark Swarm is pretty tough for Terran to fight against. He's going to need to get some vultures and some mines if he's going to be dealing with Dark Swarm, because Dark Swarm is very effective for Zerglings and Lurkers, not so effective for Hydralisks, because if you're protecting your Hydras, then the guys can just run under Dark Swarm and save themselves. But ooh, and a defense matrix Firebat is taking, just covered in Zergling blood. Absolutely. And actually, he just took out the Spire, and the Defiler goes down. This is horrible news for 815. If 815 can't clean this up here in the next couple of seconds, these Lurkers don't come in here because all his hatchery nest is in. This is where he put all his hatcheries. This is where all of his troops are coming from. If these hatcheries go down, it's going to be probably the end of the game for 815. He will not be able to properly resustain his army, and those poor Lurkers keep having to move up. It's the opposite of what Lurkers usually do to Terran. Usually what will happen with Lurkers and Terran is that, Terran will be trying to delay the Lurkers, build bunkers, keep them back. Terran keep moving back, so the Lurkers have to unburrow, move forward. He's almost treating the Lurkers like they're siege tanks. Because that's what you do to siege tanks if you're trying to delay them. You keep making them siege up and then withdraw. Siege up and withdraw, and he's doing the same thing with Lurkers here. So, obviously, he's pretty good at Terran versus Terran. He knows what to do against siege tanks, and he's doing it to Lurkers. This is a sign of, this is why Classic may be the next big thing, because already he has excellent game sense. You don't see people do that to Lurkers a lot. Usually Lurkers either die or they don't, but Classic is just stringing them along. So, 815 did not lose the game right then. The Marines were pushed back, the hatcheries didn't go down, but he lost a lot of mining at his 3rd base, and it looks like his 4th base is under fire again. So, he does have a 5th base up that I don't know if Classic knows about, but there's no drones at it. So, I don't know how much that is really effective right now, and the Ultralisk Cavern is going down. So he's lost the Spire, and he's about to lose the Ultralisk Cavern. So, Ultralisk, he could have made some Ultralisks real quick right before it went down, but the big thing is any upgrades it was doing did not get done. And Ultralisks are not that strong until they get their upgrades. So, here comes some Firebats, here comes some troops coming in. There is a Dark Swarm up to try and save his main group of hatchery, but 815 is on his back foot now, and Classic is slowly pushing him over. So it does look like Classic may take game 2 for Estro at this point. I'm not going to call it yet, but I would certainly say that Classic has an advantage. Looks like some Zerglings are trying to stream down, and again, I don't know what's up with this. This is the second time I've seen 815 just run his Zerglings past groups of Marines. Yep, there's one of those Ultralisks I was talking about, but, without those upgrades, they're just not that strong. Obviously, a clump of Marines like that could probably take an Ultra anyway, but it went down pretty fast. It does not have the armor upgrade, and I didn't see how fast it was moving, but I doubt it has the speed either. So, and there's the GG. I remember to say it the correct way. 815 has to GG and give one up for KT. So, we're up. Estro has 2-1 lead over KT Rolster, and because I accidentally started casting the game before, I'm betting they send out Flash next. The team captain of what I like to call Team Flash. So, I'm predicting Flash will win. I don't know who he's going to be playing, because I didn't notice that point, but I predict he'll win. And then we'll be going into an ace match. But hey, I could be wrong. This next game may be the last one. Estro might take it for him. So, tune in next time.